The doorbell rang just as Keegan was about to delete his entire online dating profile in a fit of frustration, his fingers hovering over the screen like a guillotine. When he opened the door, there stood Ryan, the internet technician from the cable company, toolbox in hand and a disarming smile that cut through Keegan's cynicism like a hot knife through butter. But as Ryan knelt to connect the wires in Keegan's cramped home office, their hands brushed accidentally, sparking an electric jolt that neither could ignore. And in that split second, Keegan's carefully constructed straight facade began to crumble, threatening to upend his entire life. Keegan Thompson had always played by the rules. Growing up in the suburbs of Chicago, he was the golden boy, star quarterback in high school, business major at Northwestern, now a rising star in marketing at a downtown firm. At 28, he had the corner office, the sleek apartment in Wrigleyville, and a girlfriend named Sarah who checked all the boxes. Beautiful, ambitious, and utterly predictable. But lately, the predictability felt like a noose. Sarah wanted to talk wedding venues. Keegan wanted to scream. He buried himself in work, avoiding the mirror where his reflection seemed to mock him with unspoken truths. Ryan Martinez was different. At 26, he had bounced around jobs after dropping out of community college, landing at the cable company because it paid the bills and let him tinker with tech. Raised in a tight-knit Mexican-American family in Pilsen, he had come out at 18, facing his father's stony silence and his mother's tearful prayers. But Ryan wore his identity like armor, unapologetic and fierce. He dated casually, never letting anyone get too close, convinced that love was a luxury for those without baggage. That afternoon, as Ryan set up the modem, Keegan hovered awkwardly, offering coffee he didn't want to make. "So, how long you been doing this?" Keegan asked, his voice tighter than usual. Ryan glanced up, his dark eyes locking onto Keegan's with an intensity that made the room feel smaller. "Long enough to know when someone's got more on their mind than slow Wi-Fi." Keegan laughed it off, but Ryan's words lingered like static in the air. By the time the installation was done, they were chatting easily about Chicago winters, bad bosses, and the Cubs' eternal curse. Ryan tested the connection, their shoulders brushing as they leaned over the laptop. Keegan felt a warmth spread through him, unfamiliar and terrifying. "All set," Ryan said, packing his tools, but as he turned to leave, he paused. "Hey, if you ever want to grab a beer, strictly platonic, of course, here's my number." He scribbled it on a receipt, his fingers grazing Keegan's again. Keegan took it, heart pounding, and watched Ryan drive away, the slip of paper burning in his pocket. That night, Keegan couldn't sleep. Sarah was out with friends, and he paced the apartment, replaying the encounter. Was it just friendliness? Or something more? He crumpled the number and threw it away, only to fish it out minutes later. By morning, he had texted Ryan, "Beer sounds good. Friday?" The response came instantly. "Deal. 7 p.m. at Murphy's." Friday arrived like a storm. Keegan told Sarah he had a work thing, the lie slipping out too easily. At the bar, Ryan was already there, nursing a pint, his flannel shirt rolled up to reveal tattooed forearms. They talked for hours, Ryan sharing stories of his family's taqueria, Keegan admitting his pressure cooker job. Laughter flowed, but so did confessions. "My dad still thinks it's a phase," Ryan said quietly. Keegan nodded, but inside, a dam was cracking. As they walked out, the cool night air hit them, and Ryan turned. "You're not like most guys I meet on the job." Keegan's breath caught. In that moment, he leaned in, their lips meeting in a kiss that tasted like freedom and fear. The world spun. Keegan pulled back, eyes wide. "I can't. I have a girlfriend." Ryan's face fell, but he nodded. "Figured. But if you ever sort it out." He walked away, leaving Keegan alone on the sidewalk, the kiss echoing like a gunshot. The next week was hell. Keegan avoided Sarah's questions, snapping at colleagues, his mind replaying that kiss. He saw Ryan everywhere, in crowds, in dreams. Finally, he called. "We need to talk." They met at a park, away from prying eyes. Ryan listened as Keegan poured out his confusion, the expectations from his conservative parents, the facade he built. "I've never felt this way," Keegan admitted. Ryan reached for his hand. "Then why fight it?" Their secret meetings began, coffee shops, late-night drives. Each one chipped away at Keegan's walls. But guilt gnawed at him. Sarah noticed his distance, confronting him one night. "Are you cheating?" Keegan denied it, but the lie tasted like ash. He broke up with her the next day, citing needing space. She cried he felt like a monster. Ryan's side wasn't easier. His sister, Maria, sensed something. "Who's the guy?" she teased. But when he confessed Keegan was figuring things out, her face hardened. "Be careful, bro, closeted guys break hearts." Ryan shrugged it off, but doubt crept in. As weeks turned to months, their bond deepened. Keegan met Ryan's friends at a gay bar, feeling out of place but alive. Ryan visited Keegan's apartment, cooking family recipes. But cracks appeared. Keegan's parents called, pressuring him about Sarah. "When's the wedding?" his mom asked. Keegan evaded, but the weight grew. One evening, after a heated argument about going public, Keegan stormed out. "I can't lose everything." Ryan followed, grabbing his arm. "What about losing yourself?" They reconciled in tears, but the tension simmered. Then came the betrayal. Keegan's boss, overhearing a phone call, pulled him aside. "Keep your personal life personal." Paranoia set in. When Ryan pushed for a weekend getaway, Keegan panicked and canceled, lying about work. Ryan saw through it, accusing him of cowardice. "If you're ashamed, just say it." The fight escalated, words like daggers. Ryan left, slamming the door. Alone, Keegan drowned in regret. He scrolled through old photos with Sarah, wondering if normalcy was worth the emptiness. But Ryan's absence was a void. Days later, he showed up at Ryan's door. "I'm sorry. I want this us." They embraced, but the damage lingered. The reconciliation was fragile, like glass pieced together. Keegan committed to therapy, unpacking years of denial. Ryan supported him, but his own scars reopened. Memories of exes who bailed when things got real. They navigated dates carefully, avoiding Keegan's circles. But society intruded. At a work event, a colleague joked about those gays, and Keegan stayed silent, shame burning. Ryan heard about it later, his hurt palpable. "You didn't defend us?" The confrontation was raw. "I'm not ready," Keegan pleaded. Ryan's eyes flashed. "Ready for what?" "To admit you love a man." The word love hung there, unspoken before. Keegan froze, then whispered, "I do, but it's complicated." Ryan softened, but warned, "Complications can kill this." Family pressures mounted. Keegan's parents visited unexpectedly. Over dinner, his dad grilled him about Sarah. "You two on the rocks?" Keegan mumbled about breaking up. His mom pressed, "Find someone nice. We want grandkids." The words stung. That night, alone with Ryan on the phone, Keegan vented. "They'd disown me." Ryan sighed. "Mine almost did, but surviving it made me stronger." Ryan's family dynamic shifted too. At a family barbecue, his cousin outed Keegan accidentally, mentioning Ryan's new boyfriend. His father, silent for years, finally spoke. "Is he serious, or another fling?" Ryan defended, "He's the one." But later, his dad pulled him aside. "Just don't get hurt, Mijo." It was progress, but bittersweet. As summer faded, their relationship hit a high. They road-tripped to Michigan, sharing sunsets and secrets. Keegan opened up about high school crushes on teammates, buried deep. Ryan shared his coming-out horror, friends abandoning him. In a lakeside cabin, they vowed to face the world together. But vows are tested. Back home, disaster struck. Keegan's ex, Sarah, ran into him at a cafe with Ryan. Her eyes narrowed. So that's why. Hurt turned to anger. She spread rumors at mutual friends' gatherings. Soon, Keegan's phone buzzed with questions. His best friend, Mike, confronted him. "Dude, are you gay?" Keegan denied at first, panic rising. But Mike pushed. "If you are, it's cool. Just be honest." The denial cracked Keegan. He came out to Mike, tears flowing. Mike hugged him. About time. Boyd. Keegan planned to tell his parents. But timing betrayed him. At a family dinner, his sister let slip about seeing him with a guy. Chaos ensued. His dad exploded. What the hell? This family's not like that. His mom cried. We raised you better. Keegan defended. It's who I am. They stormed out, leaving silence. Ryan rushed over, holding Keegan as he sobbed. We'll get through this. But the rejection hit hard. Keegan withdrew, questioning everything. Was it worth it? Ryan's patience thinned. If you regret us, say it. Another fight, this time ending with Ryan walking out. I can't be your secret anymore. Days of radio silence. Keegan buried in work, ignoring calls. Ryan threw himself into overtime, numbing the pain. Then, a mutual friend intervened, forcing a meetup. Face-to-face, vulnerabilities poured out. Keegan admitted his fear of loss. Ryan his fear of abandonment. They reconciled again, stronger. But at what cost? Work added fuel. Keegan's promotion hinged on fitting the company image. Whispers about his lifestyle reached HR. He faced a choice, downplay or own it. Choosing the latter, he came out to his boss. Surprisingly, support came. We value diversity. Relief washed over him. But Ryan faced backlash too. A coworker, homophobic, sabotaged his tools, leading to a botched job. Ryan reported it, but the investigation dragged. Frustrated, he quit, taking a pay cut at a smaller firm. For us, he told Keegan. The sacrifice weighed heavy. As fall set in, they moved in together, a bold step. The apartment became a sanctuary, but external storms brewed. Keegan's parents reached out tentatively. His mom first, with a hesitant lunch. I don't understand, but I love you. His dad remained distant, a chasm unbridged. Cohabitation brought intimacy and friction. Mornings of shared coffee contrasted with arguments over chores, amplified by unresolved tensions. Keegan's therapy sessions unearthed deep-seated shame from a religious upbringing. Sermons equating homosexuality with sin. He shared with Ryan, who listened patiently, but his own demons surfaced. Trust issues from past betrayals. One night, after a grueling day, Ryan snapped. You still flinch when I hold your hand in public. Keegan retorted, give me time. The fight escalated to old wounds. Keegan's initial lies, Ryan's impatience. They slept apart, the bed a battlefield. Reconciliation came via compromise. They attended a support group for LGBTQ couples, hearing stories mirroring theirs. It fostered empathy. Keegan pushed boundaries, introducing Ryan as his partner to more friends. Ryan slowed his expectations, understanding Keegan's pace. But society didn't pause. A local news story about anti-gay legislation in nearby states ignited debates. Keegan, once apathetic, joined a protest with Ryan. Standing amid chants, holding signs, he felt empowered and exposed. A photo went viral locally. His dad saw it, calling in rage, "You're throwing your life away." The call ended in hang-up, deepening the rift. Ryan's family offered contrast. His mother invited them for dinner, a olive branch. Awkward at first, but her warmth thawed Keegan. "Love is love," she said, hugging him. Ryan beamed, but later confessed worry. "If your family rejects you, will you resent me?" The question lingered. Keegan reassured, but doubt seeded. Then, a professional crossroads. Keegan's firm offered a transfer to New York, better pay, but uprooting. Ryan encouraged, "Go if it's right." But Keegan hesitated, fearing distance would break them. He declined, citing personal reasons. Ryan was touched, but guilty. "Don't sacrifice for me." Personal sacrifices piled up. Ryan's new job demanded nights, straining their time. Keegan filled voids with gym sessions, but loneliness crept. One evening, an old college buddy, closeted himself, reached out. Over drinks, temptations arose, shared secrets turning flirtatious. Keegan pulled back, but the near miss haunted him. He confessed to Ryan, expecting explosion. Instead, Ryan hugged him. "Thanks for honesty. We're human." The act strengthened trust, but highlighted vulnerabilities. As winter approached, holidays loomed like landmines. Keegan's family excluded him from Thanksgiving. He spent it with Ryan's, grateful but grieving. Christmas brought a card from his mom. "Miss you." Hope flickered, but betrayal struck from within. Ryan, stressed, reconnected with an ex online. For closure, innocent chats turned emotional. Keegan discovered messages heart-shattering. "How could you?" Confrontation was brutal. Ryan apologized. It was nothing physical, just talking. But trust fractured. Keegan moved out temporarily, crashing with Mike. Separation amplified pain. Keegan questioned their foundation. Ryan wallowed in regret. Friends mediated, urging forgiveness. After weeks, they met. Ryan owned his mistake. "I was scared of losing you, so I sabotaged." Keegan, tearful. "We both have." They reunited, vowing therapy together. Healing was slow. They rebuilt routines, focusing on communication. Keegan reached out to his dad. A tense coffee meet. "I didn't choose this," Keegan said. His dad softened slightly. "Neither did I choose to lose my son." Progress, incremental. Professionally, Ryan started a side hustle, tech repairs, gaining independence. Keegan mentored LGBTQ youth at work, finding purpose. But external threats persisted. A hate crime in their neighborhood shook them. They installed security, huddled closer. As spring bloomed, their love matured. A weekend getaway reaffirmed commitments. But a final test loomed. Keegan's sister's wedding. Invited solo, he insisted on bringing Ryan. Family drama ensued. Ultimatums. Tears. Keegan stood firm. "Accept us or lose me." The wedding day arrived tense. The wedding venue in the Chicago suburbs buzzed with relatives, flowers, and forced smiles. Keegan arrived with Ryan, hands clasped defiantly. Whispers rippled. His aunt glared. His sister, supportive privately, hugged them. "Glad you're here." But his parents? His mom nodded stiffly. His dad avoided eye contact. During the ceremony, Keegan felt exposed, Ryan's presence a shield and target. At the reception, toasts flowed, but tension simmered. His cousin, drunk, cornered him. "So, you're gay now? What about Sarah?" Keegan snapped back. "Always was. Deal with it." Ryan pulled him away, calming. "Not worth it." The night peaked when his dad approached. "Can we talk?" Outside, under stars, emotions spilled. "I don't get it, son. But seeing you happy. Maybe I was wrong." Tears fell. A hug followed. Not full acceptance, but a start. Ryan watched from afar, proud. Post-wedding, momentum built. Keegan's family interactions improved. Group texts, tentative invites. Ryan's encouragement was key, but he faced his own trial. His ex resurfaced, apologizing and hinting at rekindling. Ryan shut it down firmly. "I'm committed." Telling Keegan solidified their bond. But life threw curves. Keegan's job demanded travel. Absences tested fidelity. Ryan, insecure, checked phones, a habit born from past hurts. Caught. He apologized. Trust is hard. Therapy helped. They set boundaries. Socially, they engaged more, pride events, volunteer work. Keegan spoke at a panel on coming out in corporate America, vulnerability turning to strength. Ryan fixed tech for a local LGBTQ center, giving back. Yet Malthwan Duk arose. Keegan's firm landed a client with anti-gay policies. He debated quitting versus changing from within. Ryan urged, "Don't compromise your soul." Keegan confronted his boss, leading to the client drop. Risky but integrity won, a promotion followed. Ryan's side hustle boomed, but jealousy crept. Keegan's success highlighted Ryan's blue-collar status. "Do I embarrass you?" Ryan asked one night. Keegan reassured, "You're my rock." But words needed actions. Keegan invested in Ryan's business, partnering equally. As summer returned, they planned a commitment ceremony, small, symbolic. Invites went out, responses varied. Keegan's parents attended hesitantly, a milestone. Vows exchanged amid tears. Through storms, I choose you. Honeymoon in California brought bliss, but reality intruded. Back home, a friend's coming out gone wrong. Disowned, homeless. Inspired them to foster support networks. They hosted groups, sharing stories. But damage from past lingered. Keegan experienced panic attacks, flashbacks to rejection. Ryan comforted but burned out. I can't always be the strong one, he admitted. They sought couples counseling, balancing loads. A major conflict erupted over children. Ryan wanted adoption. Keegan feared repeating family cycles. Debates turned heated. What if they hate us? Keegan worried. Ryan countered. We'll love them enough. Compromise. Table it for now. Professionally, Ryan's business hit a snag. A bad review from a bigoted client. Lawsuit threats loomed. Keegan's legal connections helped, but stress mounted. Ryan considered folding. Is it worth the fight? Keegan pushed. You are. Resolution came via community support. Business rebounded. Gratitude deepened their connection. As autumn leaves fell, reflections set in. They'd weathered betrayals, sacrifices, jobs, families, selves. Growth evident but scars permanent. With stability came deeper introspection. Keegan journaled, tracing his journey from denial to pride. Ryan meditated, releasing old resentments. Together, they volunteered at shelters, paying forward. But old ghosts returned. Sarah contacted Keegan, seeking closure. Over coffee, she revealed her own struggles, now in therapy. You broke my heart, but opened my eyes. Forgiveness exchanged. Keegan felt lighter. Ryan's father fully embraced, joining them for dinners. Proud of you both, he said, a turning point. Keegan's family followed suit slowly, holidays together, awkward but genuine. Social issues flared nationally, court rulings on LGBTQ rights. They advocated, marching in D.C. exhausting, but unifying. Keegan wrote op-eds. Ryan built apps for activism. Personal toll. Ryan's health scare. A minor injury from work sparked fears. Hospital waits revealed dependencies. Can't lose you, Keegan whispered. Recovery strengthened resolve. Then, a moral dilemma. Keegan's nephew came out to him privately. Don't tell my parents. Keegan agonized. Protect or push honesty. With Ryan's input, he encouraged gentle disclosure, offering support. It worked. Family accepted. Their relationship evolved. Less fireworks, more steady flame. Date nights, travels, dreams of future. But tension resurfaced over relocation. Ryan's business opportunity in Seattle tempted. Fresh start, he said. Keegan resisted. We've built here. Debate raged. Sacrifice career or relationship? Compromise. Keegan transferred branches. Move preparations brought chaos. Packing. Goodbyes. Keegan's parents surprised with help, signaling approval. Ryan's family threw a fiesta send-off. In Seattle, new challenges. Culture shock, making friends. Keegan's job thrived. Ryan's business expanded. But isolation hit, missing Chicago's familiarity. A betrayal tested anew. Ryan's new employee flirted aggressively. Ryan shut it down but delayed telling Keegan. Discovered, trust shook. Why hide? Keegan demanded. Ryan didn't want to worry you. Counseling reinforced transparency. Healing through adventure, hiking cascades, exploring. They adopted a dog, symbolic family start. As winter neared, Keegan proposed formally, ring knee. Marry me? Ryan accepted, tears joyfully. Wedding planning amid excitement and stress. Families flew in, uniting. Vows renewed promises. In sickness, health, truth. Post-wedding, honeymoon in Hawaii, reflection time. We've paid dearly, Keegan mused. Ryan, worth every penny. Back, they pursued adoption, classes, interviews. Approved, they welcomed a foster teen, Jamie, queer, troubled. Parenting tested limits. Tantrums, breakthroughs. Jamie's story mirrored theirs: rejection, resilience, guiding him healed old wounds. But society pushed back. School bullying Jamie faced. They fought administration, advocating fiercely. Through it, their love endured, flawed, fought for. Settling into parenthood, Keegan and Ryan balanced careers and family. Jamie thrived under their care, coming out fully with support. "Thanks for showing me it's okay," he said. The words validated their struggles. But costs accumulated. Keegan's health suffered, stress-induced migraines. Ryan's business demanded sacrifices, late nights, missed milestones. Is this the life we wanted? Ryan pondered one evening. A crisis hit. Jamie's biological family contested custody, citing unfit environment due to their orientation. Court battles drained savings, emotions. Lawyers argued. Testimonies poured. Keegan's parents testified in support, a full-circle moment. Victory came, but scarred. Post-trial, exhaustion led to arguments. "We almost lost him because of us," Keegan lamented. Ryan, "No, because of hate. We won against it." Rebuilding, they focused on joy, family trips, game nights. Jamie's graduation was triumphant, speeches honoring his dads. Professionally, Keegan authored a book on corporate inclusivity. Ryan's app went viral for LGBTQ resources. Impact rippled, but fame brought scrutiny, online trolls, threats. They fortified, turning negativity to fuel. Aging parents added layers. Keegan's dad, ill, reconciled fully. "Love you both." Ryan's mom moved closer, grandmothering Jamie. As years passed, reflections deepened. They traded normalcy for authenticity, facades for fulfillment. Betrayals taught forgiveness, sacrifices, strength. In quiet moments, they pondered paths not taken. "Regrets?" Keegan asked. Ryan, "Only not meeting sooner." Their story, shared in podcasts, inspired others. But privately, doubts lingered. Was the pain justified? One evening, watching Jamie with his boyfriend, Keegan smiled. "We paved the way." Ryan nodded. "At great cost." The journey closed a chapter, opening others. Love prevailed, but questioned. Was coming out always the right choice? Or does society force unnecessary suffering? Was forcing authenticity worth the familial fractures and societal scars? Or should one sometimes endure the closet for peace?